Hi, I'm Dr. Elliot from ElliotOracle.com, and it's time for this month's Tarotscope videos. So this is going to be for the month of December 2019, and I'm going to go through all the astrological signs. In this first video, I'm going to go over the first three signs, which are Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. So if you are an Aries, or you have a lot of Aries in your chart, this is going to be the message for you as far as this next coming month is concerned. So first card is what Aries is leaving behind. Second card is what Aries is working on now. And the third card is what Aries can expect for the month of December. So pretty interesting. A lot of movement, a lot of change cards going on here. What Aries is leaving behind is the Two of Pentacles. And when the Two of Pentacles comes up, it's almost as if life has been sending you waves and there's been some chaotic energy around you. And you've been adapting to it. You've been very flexible and you've been just basically handling things with good humor and really working on releasing things that you're not in control of. The juggler on the Two of Pentacles has those wavy waters behind him, but he's really unaffected because he's inserting humor and his good nature into the situation so he can survive the waves that life sends. Also, the Two of Pentacles is saying that humor has been so important for you and is going to be needing to be applied to your situation as we're going through this next month. It's basically a card that says don't take everything so seriously. And that's really encapsulated with the three graces on the Three of Cups as well. The goddesses are dancing here. So again, we get this dancing scene. And it could just indicate that this is a time to be freer or to be lighter in some way. And then also the Three of Cups is a card of using your charisma. The three graces were the goddesses who gave the gift of charisma to mortals. And so this could be a time to be funny or humorous or to just call attention to yourself through your gifts of interpersonal communication and how other people are seeing you and how you're presenting yourselves to others at this time. And then for the future, for this month of December, you also got a travel card coming up with the Knight of Wands. And although this doesn't always indicate going off to a far-off exotic place, this card does indicate that you're leaving behind the past and you're going into new situations at this time. And the Knight of Wands is always telling you to try something new. And Aries is a sign of new beginnings. So this could be a time where you're really leaving your comfort zone and you're just about to get started on creating new things in your life by putting yourself in a new position or even interacting with other people that are different from you or that you haven't interacted with before. Any opportunities that you have to connect with anything new this next year is really going to benefit you in a big way. Be humorous and also be flexible. So that is for the sign of Aries for December. Next, we have the sign of Taurus. So if you are a Taurus or you just have a lot of Taurus in your chart, this is going to be the message for you. Our first card is what Taurus is leaving behind, Two of Swords. Next card is what Taurus is currently facing, Justice. And the third card is what Taurus can expect over the month of December, which is the Eight of Pentacles. So interesting, two cards that are associated with balance are coming up, the Justice card and the Two of Swords. But what's being left behind for Taurus is the state of limbo. The Two of Swords shows a woman who's in between. She's in between the sky and the sea and the new moon and the full moon. She's in between the two swords and she's blindfolded. She can't see what's coming next. And so oftentimes this card will come up when you're sort of like in between the worlds, where you're leaving behind the past and you're not quite in your future. You got one foot in the past, one foot in the future. That's what's going away. And in the present, the Justice card is saying that this whole limbo situation is over, and now you're able to see things clearly again. So presently, the Justice card is a card of telling the truth to yourself, trusting your own eyes, and also trusting the facts in front of you. And then Justice is also a very cerebral card. And when Lady Justice is coming up, she's telling you to really look at things dispassionately right now and also very logically, and to make the best decisions based on what makes the most logical sense. And this could really be affecting the realm of finances or money for Taurus, because the future card of concern is the Work card, the Eight of Pentacles. And this card is basically coming up for Taurus to say that this next month is going to be a very busy month. It could be a very productive month, but it's also a month where you have a lot of clarity surrounding what your mission is and what you need to be doing at this time. So this is definitely a good time to put your focus on your work or on something that you're trying to manifest or basically make happen. And also the Eight of Pentacles has this interesting hidden symbol where there's this little pathway that's connecting the workman's workshop to the town behind him. And this implies that your work is going to be a vehicle for you to affect some greater change in your community or even at the world at large. But this is going to be a time to unveil your ideas and share yourself with other people. This is a wonderful time for finances and productivity, but the Justice card, when it's next to that Eight of Pentacles, could also indicate that it's time to make really practical financial decisions this next month. So don't rush things. The beautiful thing about this month, though, for Taurus is they're leaving that sense of being in limbo, and they're really feeling like both feet are firmly on the ground, and things are a lot more clear as they're moving forward this next month of December. So that is for the sign of Taurus. And then the final sign for video 1 is Gemini. So if you are a Gemini or you have a lot of Gemini in your chart, this is going to be the message for you. And first card for Gemini is what they're leaving behind. Second card for Gemini is what they're currently confronting or facing. And third card for Gemini is things to keep in mind for this next month. And so here we go. What Gemini is leaving behind in the past is actually the past card, the Six of Cups. And whenever we see the Six of Cups, it's really calling your attention to what happened before. And when this card is going away, it's basically saying that you're letting the past be the past. And that this is going to be a time of moving forward or moving on and not really feeling like you're stuck on the old ways anymore. The second card we got is the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is saying presently right now for Gemini, there's a lot of gratitude. And there's also this reality check. The Ten of Cups shows this family that lives in this little house that's nestled in the thicket of woods in the background, but they're so in the house all the time they weren't able to see the house. And so they took this metaphorical trip up the road in order to see their life in perspective. And then this rainbow appears in the sky and they're feeling, total gratitude for how good they have it. This card could be coming up for Gemini to say that you're having a reality check about how good you have it and how things are really falling into place. And this is also a card of perspective. And so it might be a good time to take a step back from something that was really intense or where your focus was really focused before and to really look at things from a distance. And then finally, we got for Gemini the Strength card. And Strength is basically saying that over the month of December, it's a good month for self-improvement for Gemini. It's a good time to rein things in that felt out of control or unruly, symbolized by that lion. And the woman on the lion, on the Strength card, represents your higher self. And she's taming the lion, which represents your lower nature. And so it's saying it's so important to make time to tap into your higher self this next month because it's really going to help you feel back in control and back in the driver's seat of your life. All three of these cards are really positive, but the theme is about letting go of the past in order to feel strong about where the future is headed. And so that is the sign of Gemini. And that is video 1. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, you can always check me out at elliotoracle.com and schedule your own personal tarot session with me. These mini readings are great, but they're nothing compared to a one-on-one session that goes into all of your cares and concerns. And if you have other astrological signs that are prevalent in your chart, tune into the following videos. Thanks and take care.